Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera Hbar, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I really don't want to waste too much time on this, but I really just want to give out a warning to everybody in the Hedera scene. So as HBAR is, becoming larger and larger, there's a lot more, individuals within this space now. I want you guys to understand that you need to be vigilant right now and you need to be careful. Do not give out your private keys at all. A lot of individuals have been getting their, wallets wiped now on Hedera. Yes, that's right. People are getting their wallets wiped in the Hedera scene, and it's because of this Hederaverse NFT minting tool. It is an extension that asks you to input your private keys. No matter what extension it is, do not put your private keys in. I tell you guys this all the time. Make sure that you are being careful. Make sure that you are being vigilant. Always think twice before doing so. And again, like this was, individuals putting their private keys in manually. Please be cautious about any toolkit that is asking you this, any extension, any app. Avoid it at all costs. These private keys are the only thing stopping individuals from accessing your wallet. So please just be careful with that. Do not click links that you do not trust. Do not download things that you do not trust. Just be vigilant. This is the time where you really want to be careful. So I just wanted to warn you guys about that. Hashgraph app, basically, put out this massive announcement. Just be careful, guys. And also, in regards to Zeus Market, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but yes, Zeus Market, you will no longer be able to purchase NFTs right now or sell them. This is because of an issue going on with NFTs in general. A lot of people thought that this was the network going down, that there was something, being hacked or so. That is not the case. We actually do see here, thank you to Zeus Market, Hashgraph app, and the amazing Hedera NFT community for notifying the core engineering team of a rare case that can cause NFT transfers to fail. A fix has been developed and tested. The mainnet will be upgraded on Tuesday, August 9th. So until August 9th, you will no longer be able to buy and sell on Zeus Market as of right now. But I'm actually very excited to see the amount of volume that is going to flow on Zeus Market once this is back and stored. And yes, I actually did tweet out about this. I said, it being down for about 48 hours has been rough. You guys know me. I love the, HBAR NFTs. And it is, concerning. It's like, man. Just taking that little bit of a break, away from HBAR NFTs has been such a long wait, even though it really hasn't been. It's been such a big, part of my everyday life now. Just being like in the NFT sector, buying, selling, and just like, doing transactions. So I really do miss it, and I cannot wait for them to be back online. And also, I did say today is a big day for HBarbarians. DeFi is officially coming to Hedera. The launch of Saucerswap Labs is just the beginning for this ecosystem. And yes, 100% it is. There is so much more to the space than just Saucerswap, but it definitely is a very large aspect, as it is the first decentralized exchange on Hedera that is offering some pretty incredible things. We did do the AMA today. I did not get to discuss too much of my own thoughts, and it wasn't on Hedera's side or anything like that. There was just so many questions that we had to ask, so I didn't really get to really kind of put my own thoughts into it. But if I had to, and I had to really kind of ask a lot of questions, or even voice my concerns about Saucerswap in general, I would have asked, like, hey, are you guys developing a mobile app? Because right now there's three major issues around DeFi. Some of these they did answer, like in regards to security. Like they did, talk about security. They are making this like a major priority on, their ecosystem, which I love to see. I think that this is great because, of course, like DeFi right now is, an area where a lot of individuals are just kind of worried about even putting their, crypto on any of these platforms. So, to have that, security priority is a huge win, which I'm very excited about from Saucerswap. Also, of course, like self-regulate or be regulated. They did discuss how they will, take any any measures that they need to and pivot if they have to within regulation. So I love to see that as well, especially as like, right now DeFi is extremely unregulated. Like there's no hands in, DeFi. But as we have been seeing, like, major government entities want to get in on this space. They want to regulate it. They want to make sure that they are protecting investors, if you will, because of like the entire Luna situation and stuff like that that has been happening. So, right now, I think that Saucerswap definitely is absolutely killing it. We asked them, massive questions. If you guys do want to go listen into the recording, you guys are more than welcome to. I do apologize if I did not discuss too much, in depth on the project or anything like that during the AMA. Again, like I was trying to just, play the role of, who they wanted me to be, which is, just kind of asking questions and kind of being there. I would have loved to, voice my own thoughts, but again, like there was a lot of questions. We only had like a minimal amount of time. And honestly, like just in general for Saucerswap though, it wasn't just about like the questions and answers that we wanted to hear or needed to hear. It's more so like we wanted to hear their side of it. Like, what are they focused on? What are they doing? What are they building? And they definitely are building out something very, very special. But yeah, like I want to know like if they are going to build out a mobile app, because the entry to DeFi is a huge barrier. And I think that like the retail individuals do want to have a little bit of a better entry to DeFi in general, and having like a mobile app on Saucerswap would be huge. So don't know if that's actually going to be happening or anything like that. I did not get to ask that question. Would have loved to, but it is what it is. And in fact, down here, like for DeFi to reach mass adoption, we need a better ease of use, greater education about DeFi as well. Like education is huge, because I don't think that a lot of people understand DeFi in general. Less exploits and rug pulls, which they did discuss that as well. They're trying to do their due diligence in regards to, making sure everything is locked down and safe. For the most part, I mean, there's always going to be a risk with DeFi. Again, it's your tokens that you are basically utilizing for, pools, staking, whatever. There's always a risk to it. And of course, like greater liquidity and on-ramps, clear government regulations as well. And, they did, like I said, they talked about regulations. They did talk about liquidity. In fact, I would actually argue the fact that, they have been extremely transparent on liquidity. Like they actually do show the liquidity here, and it's very transparent. Shows you everything in depth, like from the price change, volume, liquidity. This is awesome to see. Like we have never seen something quite like this, where everything is fully transparent, which again I wanted to bring up again in the AMA. We just did not have time to. I really want to say, like, I respect this, having that option of like, really kind of seeing the backside of things, where like you can see if something is backed by liquidity, is awesome. Because remember, the number one problem with a lot of these major like DeFi exploits or DeFi crashes is the lack of transparency around liquidity. Like liquidity has always been a key problem. It's the number one thing that caused Luna to really kind of become unsustainable and then crash massively. So having this full-on transparency factor is awesome, and I think that we should definitely be awarding like Saucerswap for having this transparency within the tokens and liquidity pools. So love to see that. And also, yes, they did mention the Hedera DeFi Alliance. This is with, of course, Saucerswap, Stater, and Headstarter. Headstarter is awesome. I actually did mention Headstarter in the AMA because I actually am very excited for Headstarter. We did do videos on them in the past. They are an IDO launchpad and accelerator for, of course, the DeFi sector, which IDOs are great to get into, tokens that are, again, not on any centralized exchanges. They are great for being early in on projects that could possibly become huge winners. And, they are providing quite a bit of, use cases around the DeFi sector. And these three are like the key winners. Remember, we've talked about Stater initially on, and they did massively, well for themselves. But down here, here are the main purposes of the HDA. So define standards for building of Hedera-based DeFi dApps and protocols, develop and design tooling resources for development on Hedera, release open source material to accelerate compounded innovation, compile research about DeFi on Hedera and formulate strategic SDK feature prioritization, enable knowledge sharing and development of new entrants for harmonized discourse for building on Hedera, collaborate on joint media outreach efforts which highlight Alliance achievements and projects, nurture social media outreach of, for the Alliance and spreading educational content, for growing market penetration of Hedera projects into wider audiences and driving new users and developers for, or to Hedera. And there's so much more down here, like, even in regards to like interoperability with other decentralized networks, which we did ask about. It looks like they are building out some pretty, substantial bridges, doing a lot of, marketing as well. And then there's so much more here, but yeah, it looks like we are going to see a massive surge within the DeFi sector on Hedera, which I'm very excited about. I told you guys DeFi is a huge category within crypto and a massive successful category as well, to say the least. And also in regards to Stater, yeah, like Stater has over 684 million HBAR already locked in total value, which is substantial. But guess what? Saucerswap is not even fully live yet, and they already have. And let me just let me make sure that this is all refreshed. Let me refresh this tab. So they currently have about roughly almost $4 million already in value locked, and it hasn't even went live yet. This is going live tonight at 10 p.m. UTC. As you guys do see over here, sorry, this is the Headstarter one. Let me actually go grab that tweet. Here we go. I apologize for that. So Saucerswap goes live in 8 hours at the time that this was, of course, posted. We have already exceeded $5 million in total value locked before open access. The doors open to the public at 10 p.m. UTC. If you have a Hashpack app wallet, you will be able to supply liquidity, stake and farms, and swap tokens in just 8 hours. So this is huge. Definitely pay attention to this. I think that this is going to be a monumental moment for Hedera. I said it yesterday, and I will say it again. Like, DeFi coming to the Hedera sector is going to be something very special. And yes, Headstarter has been absolutely killing it as well. They do have currently an airdrop going on. They also do have a giveaway that is over $40,000. We can actually see that over here. So they do have this $40,000 in regards to an airdrop. So this is huge. There's going to be quite a bit of HST tokens given away. And down here are the major movements around the Hedera DeFi sector. So Headstarter has paved the way for successful launches on Hedera during the bear market, privileged by a community of enthusiastic, sophisticated backers. Headstarter has now beaten a track for many to follow. And yeah, I mean, like, they are doing some pretty huge things. And here are the airdrop breakdowns. The time is to be determined. I think that they're going to be launching a few things on Twitter. Definitely pay attention to that. But here are the airdrop value and based on the rarity of the held Plank Epic NFT, which does provide quite a bit of utility. And also, yes, we've heard, news about the NFTs on Saucerswap. There's going to be quite a bit more utility and incentivization, coming to the NFT sector from Saucerswap, which is very exciting as well. So, very exciting time. Honestly, like I said, DeFi right now is a pretty large market, holding about roughly 61, almost $0.4 billion in market capitalization over the entire crypto space. Remember, at one point in time, this was over $150 billion just by itself alone, which is substantial. So, very exciting times. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys have more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it is up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.